What's happening, y'all? All love.
Oh, that's Gucci. What an intro.
What an intro.
Literally like two seconds ago, but I was like, oh, shit, I think we're live.
I pressed the wrong button, I think. But, hey, it happens. What's happening, y'all? Top of the morning. Not morning, more midday now. 12:01 p.m. here, Sydney, Australia.
What's up, Enrico? What's up, Poppy?
What's up, Poppy?
What's up, peeps?
What's happening, y'all? All love. Thank you so much for coming through. You already know what it is. Week 5 Star Sit questions. Throw it in the chat. What's happening,
here's how
everyone?
It works, right? You got to tell us the kind of league you're in, right? PPR, standard, half PPR.
Okay. That's great.
The players, much information. As much information is going to help us, right?
Okay.
We're going to answer all questions in order.
In order, right?
I mean, that was pretty much it. It sounded like a bigger step than, but that was it.
Okay, so just 3 steps. 3 steps. Straight to the point.
I know someone's at the top there. I just missed their message.
I can't see it.
Unfortunately, because the poll.
Yeah.
Hey, drop a like if you haven't done so yet. That just helps us reach more people.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. What's the first question? KTC Bull says, pulled some luck and got the GOAT Josh Allen for free.
Oh.
I don't know how you got him for free, but well done. That's crazy.
Uh-oh. On the low.
First question from Adam here. Jonathan Taylor, Marquise Brown, A.J. Brown, Damian Williams. Pick one for wide receiver and one for flex. You can't sit Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it difficult for me between A.J. Brown and Damian Williams. That's kind of where I am flip-flopping here. What about you, Badaki?
I would start JT and AJ. If
JT and AJ Brown?
Yeah, if AJ Brown plays, you have to start him. I know Damian is going to get the opportunity. If I'm not mistaken, he definitely does have a decent matchup. So it's going to be hard not to start somebody here. It's going to be hard to not start Damian or not start AJ or one of these guys. But I think you have to start your stars. Kind of like we've been saying.
Yeah, in all honesty, like Damian Williams should be started in every format. So that's what makes this question pretty difficult for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think A.J. Brown's healthy. Yeah. I mean, you have to go Jonathan Taylor, A.J. Brown, but Damian Williams could pop off. It's just, you just can't sit A.J. Brown, you know?
Yeah. That's the big thing. You just can't. You just can't do it, man. Fantasy catcher DKS. Joe Burrow, cheap Tony Pollard.
I think that's DraftKings.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Joe Burrow, cheap Tony Pollard. James Conner, Devonta Adams, Thielen, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. A lot of upside guys. Chenault was probably pretty cheap as well.
Yeah, I think he's great.
He's a sneaky good play. James Conner is always going to get the goal line. I don't mind it. I like it. Gesicki or Dawson Knox? I'd probably roll with Dawson Knox, to be honest, against the Chiefs. Feels like a high-scoring matchup. What do you think?
Yeah, it feels like a high-scoring matchup as well. I just got Knox off of you. So
Yeah, you little snake.
he's calling
He
me
had
a
George
snake.
Kittle, and I didn't throw Dawson Knox in there, but
He threw it
if
in
I
there.
knew that George Kittle was out, I think I could have got more value. But it is what it is. That's trading.
John B, what's good, brother? Full PPR.
What's up, John B? You know I got a shout out to OBX, Outer Banks. Go ahead. Every time.
Full PPR, Chase Claypool or Kenny G. Still licking my wounds from snubbing Bobby Trees out because CMC was looking so out. Oh man,
that's pain, John B. That is pain.
So
I would go Kenny Galladay.
Yeah, I'm going Kenny G here. Trayvon Diggs is out, so he's going to be going against I'm assuming somebody that I don't really know.
Secondary is going to be banged up for sure.
Yeah, so I think Kenny G will have it there. I've been trying to trade for Kenny G all week. Just couldn't happen.
Yeah, I tried to trade for Kenny G as well. People in my league just aren't replying. It is what it is. I'm calling you out. Actually, Bricks replies. A lot of people don't. It is what it is. Not in the follower league though. Everyone always replies. Hey, drop a like if you haven't done so yet. We're gonna help you out by answering all your questions. If you want a question answered straight away, just drop a super chat. We'll get to it. Otherwise, we'll go in order. Fancy Ketchup says, should I start Justin Jefferson and DJ Moore or Devonta Smith and Adam Thielen? I mean, you got to go Jefferson and DJ Moore. Yeah. You can't sit these guys. They're stars. Renfro or Carter, full PPR. Michael Carter is interesting because he's going up against the Jets this week. So that
Michael
is an
Carter
intriguing
is going against
matchup.
the Jets. Yeah. Plays for the Jets.
Oh, sorry. He's going up against the Falcons.
Look, Renfro has been hot. He's been hot. He's been getting his work.
I think you have to ride the hot hand of Renfro.
Yeah.
I mean, we like Michael Carter, but it's still like a wait and see approach with Michael Carter at this point. You know, like let's wait, let's see. Is this going to continue? Is this work? I think it is. I believe it is, and I would start him in desperation. But I think Renfro, especially in your flex, you want more. Flex, sorry, for PPR leagues, you want the option to get more reception. So.
Fantasy leaders. Hold on.
Did you have any thought of that?
Sorry, I just wanted to double check before I truly give my answer.
Okay. I'm like, what?
Nah. I found the stat leaders, by the way, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you found it. Have you? Yeah.
All right. What's the answer here?
I'm going Renfro. I'm going Renfro.
Okay.
I just looked him up. I just wanted to double check his stats and everything. And yeah, he's getting the targets. I feel comfortable with him. He's found the end zone out of the 2 out of the 4 games. So why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Alrighty. KTC Bull says the crazy thing is his other quarterback was Russell Wilson. I was shocked to hear that Russell Wilson was out for months. I was on the side that thought, yeah, he's going to play. He's going to figure it out. He's going to play. And I'm not worried about DK. I am worried about Lockett, though. Samaje or Javonte Williams if Mixon is out. I think Mixon's going to play. I could be wrong, though.
It looks like Mixon will play. Unless you might have to go Javonte.
I'm part of the side where I have Joe Mixon in some leagues, and people kept sending me Samaje, and I'm like, I'm not really interested in Samaje. Even if Mixon is out, I think Chris Evans is going to be the pass catching guy in that backfield. I could be wrong. So I would go Javonte if Mixon's out. What about you?
Yeah, no, I'm going Javonte as well. That's a no-brainer. I completely agree. Alejandro, what's good? Standard league. Who should I flex? Patterson, Damian, other running backs are Zeke and Henry. You start Damian.
Yeah,
he's gonna get the opportunity. Patterson is more of Cordell Patterson is more of a pass catching guy.
Oh,
doesn't really matter.
Do you start Damian Williams over Cordell Patterson, considering they're playing the Jets and Calvin Ridley's out? So is Russell Gage. It feels like I know Patterson's had a low snap percentage, but
I think that's the thing. Like, I don't know if I can trust the low snap percentage, especially in a standard league, where you at least the expectation. I didn't realize it was standard. The expectation, the expectation of him getting Damian Williams getting the work is pretty obvious.
Yeah, all right. I'm cool with that. I would also go. I would also go with what you're saying. Next question. By the way, if you guys don't know what we're doing, we're answering start-sit questions for week 5. Drop your question. Give us as much information as possible, what your league is like, PPR, half PPR, and all the options. And if you want your question answered straight away, just drop a super chat. We'll get to it. Otherwise, we're going to answer them in order. Drop a like if you don't mind. We're helping you out. Help us out. What's the next question?
DraftKings, James Conner, Fournette, or Devonta Williams?
Really depends on price with DraftKings.
Yeah.
My instant reaction would say Fournette out of those options.
I would say Fournette as well. It just feels more comfortable. Oliver, what's good, brother? I have Godwin and Woods in wide receiver slot already. Should I go Mike Williams or Madison in my flex if Cook is out? Ooh, Madison plays the Lions, so it feels like a good matchup. They really utilized him last time. Mike Williams. Oh, man.
If Cook is out, I think I would. So this question really depends. Do you need a boom play or do you just need a safe floor, right? If you need a boom, then it might be Mike Williams. But if you need a safer floor, I think Madison is a safer floor if Cook is out, especially against the Lions. So, that's a smash matchup.
I think I'm going Mike Williams still. He's been getting the work. Obviously, last week was just different. Eckler was more involved out of anything there. So I'm still going Mike Williams.
I think Eckler was just involved as he normally was. They just shut Mike Williams down. I think teams might do that.
It's interesting how yeah, it's so weird that they're shutting him down and not Keenan. I would still shut Keenan down in my opinion, but I get it.
Nah, you can't shut Keenan down. That's the thing. Those routes, like you can only contain them. Some guys you can only contain. Mm-hmm. Adam says, "Thanks guys so much. I tune in every week. Big love, Adam. Thanks for coming through." Noah says, "Should I start Allen Robinson, Zach Moss, Javonte Williams, or Devonta Smith in my flex?" Man, how frustrating is it to own Allen Robinson right now, guys? You probably drafted him in the 3rd or 4th round. I'm not sure there's a more disappointing draft pick. Maybe Myles Gaskin comes to mind, but geez, that's rough.
I think for
any
me,
instant thoughts here?
I'm going Zach Moss.
Okay, over Allen Robinson.
I mean, you have to start your stars. I get it. He's a star right now, but you either take a shot or you can get a safe floor. I feel happy with Zach Moss's floor currently.
I think in a flex, I'm looking for more receptions. So I think I would actually lean Devonta Smith here if it was me, just personally.
Okay.
In my flex spot, I want as much in a PPR league. I want as much opportunities for receptions as possible because that presents a safer floor, in my opinion. So
no, I definitely get what you're saying.
I will go Devonta Smith there, but it's hard because Zach Moss is close, and maybe Allen Robinson actually finally figures it out. But you just can't start him with confidence right now. I think he's like wide receiver 50 or something crazy like that on the year.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. KTC Bulls starting Schultz over Hawkinson this week. Opinion: you start TJ Hawkinson.
If Hawkinson plays, do we have any update on that? By the way, because I know he's been dealing with some injuries.
I haven't heard anything yet personally.
If he plays, you play him.
Just double check on his injury.
Yeah, you just can't sit TJ Hawkinson, unfortunately. I know he's been actually kind of disappointing, except for the first 2 weeks. He's been a little bit of a disappointment, but if he plays, you play him.
Yeah,
you can't sit TJ Hawkinson.
I think he will play. I haven't seen or heard anything. Joey, you think?
By the way, to everyone starting Schultz this week, I get it that you have to. I just want you to lower your expectations because I just don't see the consistency here for Schultz. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I know that the tight end position is very difficult and you're probably just going to have to start him. There's probably not a better option, but I could be very wrong on this. I just feel like this could be a bad week for Schultz. It's just any week could be a bad week for him.
I'm the opposite. I think this week could be a good week. Historically, the Giants just give up so many points to the tight end position, especially against the Dallas Cowboys.
I think I get that, but the way I look at it is come on, guys. CeeDee Lamb is not going to get 3 targets a game.
Yeah, if he gets 8 points, Schultz,
it's just this isn't going to happen.
I think 5 to 8 points is where I'm okay. That's what I see, at least. I don't know what you see, but Joey, you think Kadarius Toney is still going to be a flex option? It's a 14-man PPR league. It's a tie. Yeah, I think it's a great option, especially
Shepard out.
Yeah, Shep's out and Darius Slayton's out. You start Kadarius Toney in that if you need somebody. In my
especially in a 14 team, yeah.
Oh, fantasy catch-up. This is a good one. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, or Tyler Boyd, full PPR versus the Packers, and Jair Alexander is actually out, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, you got to go Jamar Chase out of those options. We can only make decisions based off of what we've seen, and Jamar's the guy. Mm-hmm. I'm actually comfortable starting all these guys with the matchup and with Joe Mixon potentially not being a big factor.
Yeah,
so
that's my thought process. I think, If you guys have been watching us for a very long time, Zach is a big fan of T. I'm in love with T, but I still believe Tyler Boyd is going to get the work. Obviously, T.
I think
Higgins
they'll all
was
be
hurt.
relevant.
Yeah, T. Higgins was hurt. So
Kenny G isn't on team in my league. Do I pick him up and trade him? I don't need him. I mean, he should be rostered unless this is like an 8-man league. But yeah, I would definitely pick him up.
hey, all love there, Danny, for following on Twitch. Appreciate you.
Yeah, bro, appreciate that.
I will pick him up as well.
Ricardo. What?
I will pick him up as well. Just wanted to say.
Yeah, he should be rostered for sure. I mean, the highest paid wide receiver in the free agency definitely should. They should figure it out. We'll see. I mean, he's not going to be a top 10, but
he's getting work so far.
25 is still possible.
He's doing something. They're finding a groove right now, so which I love.
Yeah,
as a Giants fan. Yeah, Ricardo. Wow, what a question. Should I trade DJ Moore and Gibson for Kelsey and Damian Harris? You would say yes?
This question just heavily depends on what your roster needs are. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're set at running back and wide receiver, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with getting Kelsey. But my head says no. My head says, I know that's crazy, but my head says DJ Moore could finish as a top 5 wide receiver this year. That is a trend that I genuinely believe in DJ Moore this year.
The trend of DJ Moore, right?
Yeah.
I do agree, but I'm on the opposite side with Gibson. Not that I don't believe that Damian Harris is more valuable than Gibson. I'm just still on the fence with Gibson. So I think I would rather have the security with Kelsey and then get a good base floor with Damian with 10 to 15 points, knowing that Kelsey will make up those points for.
I still think I get where you're coming from, but I still think giving up on Gibson it's too early to give up on him. But I get it. I respect the opinion, but
that's where
that's really difficult. And Ricardo, it really, really depends on what your team looks like, bro.
Absolutely.
Like that is crucial with this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dang, we got a lot of questions. I love it. What's the next one?
No, that's good. Doritos, James Robinson or Damian Harris or Damian Williams, sorry, full PPR. I think you start James.
You got to ride with James.
Yeah, well, who does James play this week? Let me just
James Titans has a good matchup. I think it's Tennessee.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, they play the Titans. So it is definitely a good matchup. So why not go with James Robinson? Fantasy catch-up, you would pick Justin Jefferson and DJ Moore over D. Adams and Thielen this week? Devonta Adams? Is that the question?
I said Devonta Smith, but
was it?
If it's Devonta Adams and Adam Thielen, then
yeah. If it's Devonta Adams, Adam Thielen, then I'm going Devonta Adams. But
yeah, I would as well. But I thought it said Devonta Smith.
Okay, Scott Patterson or Hunt? I'm going Kareem. I'm going Kareem.
I think I'm going Kareem as well. I think he presents a safer floor, but Patterson could have another really great game. With all the situation is just it's frustrating because this should have been the week Patterson died out, but everything's lining up for him to be a star again. So
yeah, it definitely. Doritos, another question: Devonta Smith or Mike Williams full PPR? I think you still have
fantasy catch up saying that I need a drug test. You're not wrong, brother. Devonta Smith or Mike Williams? You got to ride with Mike Williams, right?
I'm happy with Mike so far right now. So I do have Devonta Smith. I think he's going to catch up. He's going to start getting targets. They utilized him great last week, so we'll see about that. Thomas, are you worried about Gibson or Zeke? No. They're going to play. There's no worries. If there's someone that I am worried about, it's probably Gibson because maybe there's a chance if he does re-aggravate that shin or something really bad happens.
There's also a stress fracture. So there's definitely the only worry I have is the injuries. I'm not worried about his play. But
I'm not worried about Zeke's play at all. He's going to play, period.
No, I was talking about Gibson. Gibson has stress fracture.
I know what I'm saying. I was saying like Zeke will play no matter what. So
yeah. We got a question over here on Twitch. Danny, what's up, my guy? Thanks for the follow. He said start Gibson or Jamie Williams. I would actually lean Gibson still. Just the explosive plays are always there for Gibson. What about you?
Yeah, I'm starting Gibson. I don't like it, but I think you just have to.
You
really just have to.
Love it. What's up, people? Whoever's watching, we're answering your start sit questions for week 5. Do us a massive favor. Drop a like on this. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Follow on Twitch. And just so you know how this goes, we're going to answer them from top to bottom in order that they're asked. If you want a question answered straight away, drop a super chat and we'll get to it straight away. Otherwise, we'll get to it in order.
Yeah.
Next question was.
I don't think it was a question, more of a statement. KTC Bull planning to trade Lockett high. I think you're going to do that, or you want to do that in multiple leagues.
I don't have Lockett in many leagues, but
Okay.
I would definitely do that if I had him. Like, I don't even think you can trade him high at this point. But yeah, Lockett's a tough situation because he didn't have a very good game, and he didn't look good at all with Geno. So I'd definitely be willing to trade him, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, if a lot of people are questionable about AJ Brown, I might try and see if I could swing that before the week starts. Maybe like a Jamar Chase. Debo, I know that sounds crazy, but people are still skeptical on him.
I get it. I get it.
Godwin.
Yeah. Evan, AJ Brown or Mike Williams or Chuba Hubbard for flex standard league.
I think you got to go AJ.
Yeah, I'm still going to AJ there. I think if AJ plays, he's playing
as well.
Yeah,
the touchdowns are there for AJ.
100.
I know they are for Mike Williams, but it feels like AJ is more essential to his team than Mike is.
Doritos, Devonta Smith or Mike Williams, full PPR. Still Mike Will. I think you still go Mike. Yeah, you still ride the train.
Yeah, you do. You're hesitant to start Mike now, but this is the week where it's like, okay, was it legit or not? Do you know what I mean? Like, if he comes out and puts under 5 points up, it's like, damn, it was just a phase.
And that's
but if he comes out and puts up like 15 to 20, then it's like, yeah, you can start him.
Who else we have here? Justin Young, Cooper, Gibson, Higgins, AB, or Hunt in a full PPR need the most upside here.
You skipped the question. The question was, would you trade away Gibson and Patterson
true.
for JT in full PPR? Yeah, I would do that. I'm assuming. Oh wait, is that Cordero
Patterson? Yeah, I'm still trading.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I personally would. I would probably.
No way. You can get much more for Cordero Patterson than just a swap of JT and Gibson. JT and Gibson.
That I understand. I think I would do the trade in general, but I understand you could get more value for Patterson, low end wide receiver.
There's just no way that's the value you get. You have to get more. Devonta Smith or Mike Williams. I think we answered that. Mike Williams.
I think it was the next one is Cooper, Gibson, Higgins, AB, or Hunt in full PPR need the most upside here. I'm not starting AB.
Upside. I mean, gotta be Cooper, right? Amari. If you need the most upside.
Yes.
It's probably not the safest floor, but it's the most upside, right?
I think for me is Amari or Hunt. I think Hunt can find the end zone, twice in weeks sometimes.
But if you're in a flex, you need the reception upside as well. I know Hunt catches passes, but obviously who's in line to catch more passes? So
Ed Mack, what's good, brother? Melvin or Samaje? Melvin, unfortunately.
Is Melvin playing, by the way?
Yes.
I know he's been dealing with an injury.
I think he is playing, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Let me just
you probably have to go Melvin. It sucks, though. Like, that's not exciting at all. I just don't think Samaje is going to get a full workload like a lot of people think.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So
Melvin's questionable, but
I think he's
expected to play.
Yeah. I'm still going Melvin there. Here we go. Fantasy catch-up. Name 3 wide receivers you think should start this week.
I mean, Devonta Adams, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs. There's a ton. I mean, our starts of the week at the wide receiver position, guys who are on the edge. Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones.
I'm saying Laviska
Those were our 2 starts of the week at the wide receiver position. Another guy I feel really comfortable with is Devonta Smith. Jacoby Myers, to name a few.
Yeah, I like all those guys. I also like James and Crowder.
Yeah,
just want to throw that out there. Here we go. Who else? Where are we?
Just so you guys know how this works, we're answering your start sit questions for week 5. Just ask them. You don't have to repeat them. You don't have to spam them in the chat. We're gonna go to them in order. Promise you we'll get to it. If you want your question answered straight away, you just drop a super chat, whatever amount, and we'd be happy to answer it straight away. The next question was from
Alonia, I think.
Kindle. It was Kindle.
Do we answer Filoni?
It was CEH or Pollard.
Right, okay. I'm
CEH
going CEH.
or Pollard. Filoni retracted his message as well as KTC.
I can still see it here, so I guess GG's.
Let's just do the ones that weren't retracted. So Clyde or Pollard.
I'm going Clyde.
You go Clyde, yeah. Doesn't matter what format, I would go Clyde. Don't understand why I'm the lowest in scoring. It happens, Tommy, man. It's I mean, we looked at on the bonus pod this week for our Patreon supporters. We looked at a team I have in Dynasty.
Huge love, brother, for subscribing, Roddy.
Hey, thanks for the sub there. And I have a team in Dynasty where I have superstars, but I'm 0-4.
Yeah.
I have Jonathan Taylor, Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, James Robinson, Mike Evans. I'm 0-4, George Kittle, and it just happens, man. That's the way fantasy works sometimes, unfortunately.
It definitely sucks.
Don't be disheartened.
There's still a lot of time. Still a lot of time left.
I will go Burrow. The next question. Kirk Cousins.
I'm going Burrow. Yeah. Jacoby Myers or Hollywood Brown. Oh, I'm going Jacoby.
Yeah,
I love Jacoby.
As well.
It's so great, in my opinion.
The receptions are there for him.
Yeah, he's getting targeted.
There.
He's getting targeted like crazy. Samaje or Corey Davis in standard. I'm still going Corey Davis.
Yeah, same.
Ed Mack. Evan,
I could be totally wrong on Samaje this week. I just have a feeling like I think Chris Evans is going to be involved. I think they've even said it's going to be a committee. Like that's what they've said as well. So if Mixon's out,
I think I just
don't think you can start Samaje.
I think someone that is a Samaje owner, you can start him with the expectations of you hoping that he's going to get the work, maybe get a goal line opportunity, and they do hand the ball off to Samaje.
I wouldn't expect more than 10 points for him, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect more than 10 points. So even with the 10 points as the floor, I'm still going to go with a higher upside. You know, Corey Davis has a higher upside. You know, Devonta Smith, and there were some other other guys asked, and I would still go with the other player, unless it's just really bad.
Yeah. All right. Next question is: Do I start Chuba, AJ Brown, or Mike Williams for flex standard? I think we answered this one already, guys. Don't spam the same questions. Waleed, who do I start in place of CMC? And by the way, the answer was we would go AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Who do I start in place of CMC? Options are Fournette, Patterson, amongst others. I would go Patterson. You would go.
Yeah, this is difficult. I'm gonna go Lenny. I'm going Lenny this week. The matchup is just too good in my opinion. I think they're gonna utilize him now. Fantasy catch up. Start Henry and Kamara or stack Devonta Adams, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase at wide receiver and use Pollard and Connors. Henry, you start.
I would go the wide receiver route. I'm assuming this is DFS.
I'm going the other route, actually.
I just don't like Kamara. I just don't want to rely on him in DFS. I mean, his price is going to be high. And unfortunately, the ceiling isn't there in the receptions right now.
I understand. I think I just feel more comfortable with. Actually, yeah, true. I mean,
Devonta Adams, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and then Pollard and Connor. I would choose that side if we're talking DFS. What's your answer? And let's go to the next one.
I'm going running back route still.
Okay. KTC Bulls start to Patterson, Saquon, Moss, Hubbard, Hunt, Edmonds, Montgomery. Montgomery will not be playing.
Yeah.
You can't play him. You could, but you get 0 points. Start 2. You got to start Saquon. We'll go Saquon and Kareem Hunt.
Let me just see who he's playing. Yeah, I'm going Saquon and Kareem. It was up between Kareem and Chase, but I'm going Kareem this week. Do you start Tony over
Chase Edmonds? Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Do you start Tony over Renfro or Mooney? Kadarius? Ooh.
I think it depends on how much. Like, do you need a high upside, really risky play? Because then I think Tony is a great example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Renfro is a better example of like a safe floor. Mm-hmm. Mooney, I wouldn't play yet. I want him. I want to stash him, but I don't want to play him yet.
Yeah, that's great. That's well put.
Renfro, if you need safe floor. Tony, if you need a higher upside. I mean, he looked great last week.
Hollywood or Marvin Jones? I'm going Marvin Jones.
Yeah,
just
love
too
Marvin
good of a matchup.
Jones, star of the week.
Tommy,
your boy
Bricks.
Your friend of the show.
Hey, that has to be a thing. Maybe when Tommy comes on, we'll just have like the sound effects of like bricks falling.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Gotta think of something better than that.
I don't know.
There's a question on Twitch we'll get to quickly. It says start 1, Ruggs, Jamar Chase, Pittman. I would go Jamar Chase. Thanks for the follow, Tits and Bear. Tits and Beer.
Tits and Beers. Here we go. You love to see it.
Tits and Beer. Thank you for the follow. To answer your question, come here now, Beach on Twitch. I would start Jamar Chase. I believe Zaki would be on the same page with me.
Yeah, I'm starting Jamar Chase. That's funny.
Azim is the next question here. Flex Kareem Hunt or Cordero Patterson? I think I will go Kareem Hunt.
Yes, Kareem Hunt in full PPR. Yes. Enrico, Tyler Boyd, Myers, or Galladay half PPR. I'm still going Myers. The targets are there.
I will go Boyd with these options. I don't think Joe Mixon's going to be, if he might play, but he's not going to be 100%. I think they lean on. Thank you for the follow. I don't even know how to say that name. Quarter is
damn nice. I think that's
I love that. I would go Tyler Boyd there. I think all three of those wide receivers are good starts this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Playing against the Packers are going to be able to score. I don't think Mixon's going to be fully healthy. They're going to rely on the passing game. So that's what I would do.
Where are we here with Tommy? Corey Davis, Jamar Chase, or Patterson in my flex 10-man league? I'm going Jamar Chase still.
Same, yeah.
Dylan, full PPR, Damian Williams, Antonio Brown, Marvin Jones, or A-Rob in my flex, leaning towards Damian.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up between Damian and Marvin.
Agreed.
I think Marvin is just I truly believe will probably get, 9 to 12 targets this week. It's going to be ridiculous.
I think it's crazy to say, but I actually think Marvin's a safer play. I feel more confident about Marvin.
We could be wrong.
I think I would go Marvin, actually.
Damian feels like a trap, though, in some sort of way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it feels so comfortable for what he did last week when Monty went down. So it's hard.
I would go Marvin.
Yeah, I agree. Knox or Andrews? I'm going Andrews. You still have to play him.
Knox has looked great though.
All love. Thank you so another follow there on Twitch. Sean Fine. You'd love to see it.
Shawnee.
Welcome to the community, guys. Greg, start one. Pittman, Waddle, Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith for me.
Yeah, you got to go to Devonta Smith there.
Pittman is playing the Ravens Monday night, huh? Yeah.
I love Pittman rest of the season. Let's just wait and see it first. The touchdowns will come. By the way, Pittman should actually have 3 touchdowns. The issue is that, I don't know, because we go back and watch all the games again. At least I know that you do as well, right? I think you do. There has been like 4 to 5 routes that Pittman has ran in the end zone where he's wide open and Carson Wentz has just overthrown him or missed the throw. Like it's going to get there for Michael Pittman. Is Cook playing?
He's questionable right now. I think he's going to be a game time decision, which is unfortunate. But at the moment, it's saying he's questionable. So I think he will probably play. It will just be a limited time. So which sucks.
Yeah, it does. But if he plays, you have to play him. I mean, you can't sit Dalvin Cook. I know it's been weird, but it's the Lions, and if he plays, you play him. All right, we're going to get to Twitch in 1 second after this question. It says, should I trade DJ Moore, Gibson for Kelsey and Damian Harris? Hey, guys, we have answered a lot of questions that are being asked again. So if you're going to ask a question, don't spam it and just make sure you're here for when we answer it. Although he did give his team now. So maybe this is him trying to help us understand. His team is Dak Prescott, Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore, Alvin Kamara, DeAndre Swift, Noah Fant, Antonio Gibson. No, I don't think I would do it still.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would do it now.
Noah Fant's a competent tight end. You know what I mean? You're not rocking with like Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, exactly. Knowing what you have now, I'm definitely going DJ Moore Gibson because, Noah Fant is competent, and you don't necessarily need to give up so much for Kelsey and downgrade in your running back.
You do need to give up a lot for Kelsey, but it's just
at the same time, he has Kamara. He has Kamara. But at the same time, you have Swifty, which is great. So he gets those opportunities.
Devonta Smith or Kenny Golladay, Badaki?
Kenny G.
Yeah, Devonta's playing Carolina. Kenny's playing Dallas.
I think I
actually go Devonta here.
Devonta is going to have great opportunity. I think they will utilize Kenny G the same way they used him last week. Yeah. So
all right, we got a question on Twitch. I agree with what you're saying, by the way. Yeah. Hello, I have been offered a trade from my league mate. My league mate offered me J.K. Dobbins, David Montgomery, and Aaron Rodgers. I would be trading away Lamar Jackson, DeAndre Hopkins, and Travis Kelsey. You're going to have to let us know if this is dynasty or redraft. I'm assuming it's Dynasty because we're talking about JK and David Montgomery.
Nicholas, love brother for subscribing on YouTube.
Thanks for the sub,
Drop
Nicholas.
your question, man.
If it's redraft, you obviously keep Lamar Jackson, DeAndre Hopkins, and Kelsey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a PPR league.
PPR league.
Yeah, that's the scoring format. But is it Dynasty or it's no Dynasty? Absolutely not. Then no.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You keep Lamar Jackson, DeAndre Hopkins, and Travis Kelsey. And honestly, whoever's doing that to you, my guy, is not your friend. They're trying to screw you. JK's out for the year. Montgomery is out for 4 to 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That just makes no sense for you, bro. Makes no sense for you, though.
I agree. It does make sense. You had to go with him. He said, "Oh, really? Yeah." It's not.
You got to keep Lamar Jackson, D-Hop, and Kelsey there. I mean, you're getting nothing in return. I'll be honest with you, man. If this is a regular redraft PPR league, it's not good for you.
Yeah, tell him. Just message and send him that. You trying to play me, bro? And then see what he says, and then put ... Then he'd be like, "Oh shit, say it, man. Sorry, bro."
Over here on YouTube, Lance or Darnold. I think I'm gonna trust Darnold right now. Although Lance feels nice, you know.
He doesn't feel nice for me. He doesn't feel nice for me in this game. In my opinion.
I would start Lance. Like it's just what are your options, you know? Bricks the Foundation on Twitch. Predictions PPR for Kadarius Toney with Shepard out and Slayton out. I think we could see the same game we saw last week. So 10 to 15 points.
I do agree. He's really explosive. I love the way they used him. If you have Kadarius Toney in a dynasty, it's good so far. Yeah. This is what you expected for Kadarius Toney. We'll see what happens.
Took him long enough. I mean, they should have started him week 1.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Roddy Ramen on YouTube says Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, Zach Moss, James Conner, or Chuba Hubbard at running back, pick 2 PPR. I don't know that Mixon's going to play, so I think I would sit him. I think I would go Zach Moss and probably Josh Jacobs. I don't know. I know that sounds weird, but he was clearly the guy last week.
I'm going to go, if Mixon does not play, I'm going Josh Jacobs, Zach Moss. If Mixon does play, I'm going Mixon, Zach Moss still.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Chuba or Damian? I think we both agree Damian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just getting a call on Discord.
Yeah, I just canceled. It came up on your face, Video Game Boys.
Roddy Rom in different league. Who do I start for a wide receiver? Pick 1. PPR, Michael Pittman, Allen Robinson, or Cole Beasley. I mean, I would go Pittman, to be honest with you. Let me double check who they're playing.
Different. Hold on. Let me just reread it.
They're playing Baltimore, and Baltimore is actually not as good of a defense as people think they are. Allen Robinson, man, that's so hard. Hey,
I personally like Cole Beasley this week, but it's hard to start him over Pittman. So,
you know what's weird with Cole Beasley though is like before Emmanuel Sanders was there, his upside was crazy and his floor was solid.
Mm-hmm.
But with Emmanuel Sanders there, it's like and Knox breaking out, it's hard to predict him each week now.
Let's see what he's done.
I think I would go Pittman.
Let me just double check. Yeah, so he's still getting targeted. Well, the times that he is playing great, he's getting targeted like crazy. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do agree with you, but that's what I'm saying. It's hard to start Cole Beasley over Pittman. So I think I'm going to go Pittman for this one.
I wonder if on Twitch, if Come Here Now Beach and a quarter is damn nice. I wonder if they're in the same league and if they sent the trade to each other. Trying to put pieces together here.
Except the trade.
That's pretty funny.
Here we go.
All right, next one on
Evan.
YouTube. I think it was Evan.
Yeah, pick 1. Jamar Chase, Corey Davis, Brandon Cooks, Mike Williams. I'm going Jamar Chase still. The touchdown, he's getting the opportunity with those deep, long
Yeah, I agree.
Touchdowns. Another league, pick 1 PPR RB. This is from Roddy Rahman, Jonathan Taylor, Leonard Fournette, or Melvin Gordon. That's easy. You're going JT.
Yeah, that's easy.
Fantasy catch-up. I think Alvin Kamara rushes for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns, 68 receiving yards. It could happen. Great. It could happen. Just know that Alvin rushed for over 100 yards with 0 receptions and only had 12 points last week. It was terrible. It was. I mean,
that would be amazing. It's just when is it going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
We want to see it. You
know. Steve, love you guys' content. Thank you so much. Got to pick 2 in PPR. Hollywood Brown, Jamar Chase, and Jacoby Myers again. I know I said Myers over Hollywood, but yeah, keep killing it. Thank you so much, brother. I'm going Jamar and Jacoby.
Yeah, same.
Here. I think that's
especially if Bateman plays. I think people are underestimating Bateman.
I love Hollywood.
And if Bateman's on your waiver wire, you should have already stashed him by now. You can even pop him on the IR spot. He's still technically got an IR designation. Like what Hollywood Brown is doing right now, I don't think that continues because of Rashad Bateman. So,
I think a lot of people are. Hey, look, I think rest of the season, Hunter Renfrow or Hollywood, out of curiosity for you.
Oh, it would be Hollywood still for sure.
Okay, I'm just saying people see consistency in these guys like Hollywood and AJ Green. He's been hella consistent, you know.
Yeah,
like those are the people I'm be trading, like looking to trade for. I think
for sure. Hey guys, we see some spam in the chat. Please do not spam the chat. We will get to your question. We're doing them in order. We're answering everyone's question in order. If you want a question answered straight away, drop a super chat and we'll help you out straight away. But please do not spam the chat. Evan says, if Cook doesn't play, do you see Madison having a field day against one of the worst defenses in the league? Absolutely. Yeah. The ideal situation, if you have Cook and Madison on your roster, the ideal situation is that you get a report saying Cook is a full go, no limits, or Cook is out. You do not want to see Dalvin Cook will play in a limited role because that just sucks. You know what I mean?
But they'll definitely utilize him. And they wanted to utilize him. If you really watch the game, they gave him opportunity, and they were just like, I think Dalvin probably went out and was like, you know what, like just give it to Madison. You know, I think not last week, but the week before. So
if Cook sits, you smash start Madison, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Bad idea to start Damian Williams and A-Rob together. It's not a bad idea. I love starting Damian Williams. I'm not so certain on A-Rob though. I think you might have better options if I'm honest with you, Timothy.
Yeah. I agree.
Will you be live tomorrow during games? We will be live tomorrow for the night game, Sunday Night Football. We will be live. I believe that's Chiefs,
Bills. It's going to be pretty good. Oh, is it Chiefs at Bills or Bills at Chiefs?
No, it's Bills at Chiefs.
Bills at Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Who?
Join us then. It's we have a live show called Talk It Up. We just talk shit while we watch the game together.
Talk it up.
Sean Fine.
Sean
pick
Fine.
One.
Up,
By the way, thanks for the sub, my guy. A-Rob, Renfrow, Robbie Anderson, or Crowder.
Wow.
This is hard because I have a weird feeling about Robbie this week with CMC out.
Hey, thank you so much, man. He gave 90 cents. He wanted his question answered. Mox or Mixon?
Well, we can answer this straight away, and then we'll get to you, Sean. Because
if Mixon
that was
plays,
a donation.
if Mixon plays, you start Mixon. If he doesn't, obviously you have to start Moss. I mean, that's really hard, but I think Mixon will probably be a game time decision. So if he does play, I'm starting him. Moss is.
I think so. Here's to answer your question. FHV, yeah. If there's a report that comes out that Mixon's going to play, but it's going to be a 3-headed backfield of Evans, Samaje, and Mixon, I would then choose to start Moss over Mixon because I'm in that situation myself. Unless they come out and say Mixon is full go, he's all good, then I would start Mixon over Moss. But if Mixon's out, it's easy. You start Moss. But thanks for the super chat, bro. But we were on a question, and it was from Sean Fine. Pick one: A-Rob, Renfrow, Robbie Anderson, or Crowder. What's weird is that I have a weird feeling about Robbie this week that he could have a really good game. 11 targets last week with CMC out. 11 targets. That's nothing to just laugh about. Allen Robinson, Renfrow. I think Renfrow is the safest play in my opinion, but Anderson is the higher upside play. So it depends. Do you need a safe floor? Because if so, I would go Renfrow. If you need a high upside play, then I think I would go Robbie. I know it sounds crazy, but
yeah,
I'm starting him in a couple leagues.
I'm not excited about Robbie until Robbie has a breakout game again. Then we can have the conversation. But for me,
hold on. Let me just share the perspective. Okay.
Okay.
Last week, Sean McVay said we need to get Robbie. We need to get Bobby Trees more involved. We need to get him more involved. Same thing from Coach Rule. We need to get Robbie Anderson involved. 11 targets last week. All I'm saying is like, if that trend continues where coaches say something and they live up, they then deliver it, then it could be a good week from Robbie.
I guess how many times has that happened and been let down?
Yeah, it happens. But I mean, so it's not that he's even just said it. He also got 11 targets last week, bro. 11 targets. I think Robert Woods got one more, if I'm not mistaken, this last Thursday night football game. So
I think it all comes down to CMC as well. Like that was a big thing. CMC
he's not playing though.
No, I know. I'm saying like if once CMC comes back, I think Robbie is irrelevant still.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this week.
I'm going to go Renfro personally. Okay. I think I'm more. I'd rather have the safe floor than Robbie just getting me no points.
I think Renfro is a safe floor. I agree. I think Robbie's the high upside play, so it depends on your situation. James Barton, I'm trying to trade away Hunt for another running back. Any ideas? Can I trade for Swift? I think if you can, that would be great.
Yeah, all depends on what that person values Kareem Hunt at.
Exactly. You know. Yeah. A lot of people ask us, "Hey, what do I trade this player for?" It really doesn't matter so much what we think. It matters what the owner of the player you're after is thinking. Do you know what I mean? Like we could tell you, go trade Kareem Hunt for DeAndre Swift, but the DeAndre Swift owner could be like, hell no. Yeah. I'm not going to do that.
Exactly. So it all depends on what that person is kind of believing in.
I'll say this. Kareem Hunt currently is the running back 8 on the year. Crazy. So I don't think it's out of the question that you could try and go get a Swift. Honestly, maybe even like if you're in a good position as a team, you're 3-1 or 4-0, I would try and go get Dalvin Cook. I know that sounds crazy, but I would try and see if the owner is really worried. Bye week next week.
Thank you so much for the sub.
Questionable this week, so.
Here we go. Tommy, choose 2, Chase, Patterson, and Corey Davis. I think I'm going Chase and Patterson now with Ridley out. So yeah, Jamar Chase and Patterson. Sean once
Schultz
again.
Or Pitts.
I know you're gonna go.
This is easy for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go Pitts as well. I think Schultz will have a good game though. You still have to start Pitts.
I could be wrong. I think this is the start of something very, very nice for Kyle Pitts rest of the season. I could be wrong, guys, but it feels like this is the game. Andrew Briones. Flex Myers, Clyde, Damian, or Connor PPR, and start Burrow or Lance. Sheesh, man, you're putting us in a tough position if we can only choose one of these guys.
I'm starting Burrow. Okay, let's get that out the way.
Yeah,
and then
agreed.
I think I'm going to flex
Clyde, right?
Yeah, you have to flex Clyde, and he's I guess a star currently still, so you have to start Clyde.
Yeah, this is really, really tough question, to be honest with you, Andrew, because Myers, Clyde, Damian, and Connor all have similar – their windows of opportunity are similar, but also their outcomes are similar. So one could hit, one could not, but we would go Clyde if it was our league.
Yeah, I agree.
Beasley or Latavius? I think I would go Latavius. Based off what we saw last week.
David, full PPR, Hollywood Brown or Amari Cooper. I'm already starting Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews. I'm going Amari Cooper still. You have to go Amari Cooper. No doubt about it.
You got to start your stars. Amari's a star. On Twitch, we have a couple questions.
Yeah.
Do you like Keenan Allen this week? We like him every week. If he plays, you play him.
That's it.
There's not a matchup you don't play him in. I know it's Cleveland. They've looked good, but the Chargers are a different offense than what the Vikings are. Just added Madison for Tyson Williams. Do you like this? I love it.
Absolutely. That's great. It's fantastic.
200 IQ play.
300 IQ. Nicholas on YouTube. Should I trade J-Rob, DJ Moore, and Fournette for Keenan, Gibson, and A-Rob? No. J-Rob, Moore, Fournette. No. I have Cook and CEH already.
Dalvin Cook and Clyde.
I think I'm riding with...
don't do this.
Yeah, I think I'm still riding with Robinson and DJ Moore, and then hopefully Lenny has a decent, safe floor right now, it feels.
You don't do this because of DJ Moore. He's a bona fide superstar right now.
Yeah. I'm going.
And honestly, when I look at DJ Moore and Cooper Kupp, I know that sounds crazy, but I feel better about DJ Moore rest of season. I think that's probably insane to say.
I think they'll both finish top 10 in my opinion.
They will. They definitely will.
So it just really depends.
I just feel like Robert Woods is going to be utilized more than people realized. That's why I wanted him to trade him from you this week. It is what it is.
I'm being offered Clyde for Chase Edmonds straight up. Do I take it? I'm still running with Clyde. I know Chase has been doing great. Clyde has been up and down. I get it. I'm still running with Clyde. He's on the better offense still.
Yeah, and I don't think either have the goal line work, if we're honest, but who has a better chance at it? It's probably Clyde.
Yeah. Kendall Lance or Hurts. I think you start Hurts. He's doing great so far. I think he's like quarterback 3 on the year, if I'm not mistaken, which is
Yeah, you start Hurts. Hurts has been amazing in redraft leagues.
You have to start him. Matt, what's good, brother? I pick 1. I think you just subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Flex full PPR, Allen Robinson, Chenault, Devonta Smith, Damian Williams. Ooh,
That's tough.
yeah, that is tough. I'm gonna toss up with Chenault and Devonta. I think Chenault's gonna get work.
I would go Damian and Devonta for me. Oh, pick 1?
Yeah, you have to pick 1. I think I'm gonna start Devonta Smith.
Oh, pick 1. I would go Damian if I had to pick 1.
Right.
I like the matchup. Moss or Mix, that's tough though. Well, that feels like we're set up to fail there.
Yeah, it definitely does. I get it.
Moss or Mixon, we answered that one for you. Thanks so much for the super chat again.
Fournette or James Robinson is James Robinson at Mack.
Yeah.
Give it to James.
Darrell?
Mm-hmm. You like Darrell Henderson?
He has a question.
Oh, Darrell. Would you start Tajee?
I do like Darrell Henderson, but he has a question.
Tajee Sharp. Got a feeling of sleeper this week, TD. No. Very possible. It's not happening for me. I mean, if you're in desperation, if you're like a 14-man league and you have Tajee Sharp and like somebody else.
That's not even 14-man league desperation, honestly. I think that's 20-man league desperation.
Let us know. Robert, in trouble. Mike Davis or A.J. Dillon. Mike Davis. Or pick up a different running back pick up a running back who's all good one takes. It's kind of hard. I think you still go Mike Davis.
In trouble, Mike Davis or A.J. Dillon. Yeah, I mean, you have to run with Mike Davis unless there's a better option. It all depends
on who's on your bench. I mean, who's on the waivers. If there's like I can't even think of somebody that.
Yeah, it really depends who's on your bench there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you have to roll with Mike Davis, and unless like Damian Williams is out there, who's someone else? I'm trying to think that could be potentially out there.
Yeah.
Zach Moss. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah, Zach Moss. That's decent.
Maybe even an Elijah Mitchell. You could potentially take a shot on. Just believe what we've seen from him, but I think you have to go Mike Davis. Tajee or Edmonds? It's Edmonds. Edmonds in that shoulder scares me this week. You gotta go Chase Edmonds. You can't sit him for Tajee.
You really like Tajee, brother. If you have a gut feeling, go for it.
Yeah, you gotta trust your gut feelings.
You gotta trust your gut feelings, but we're gonna tell you what we would do. We wouldn't start Tajee this week. No way.
No.
There's no one unless everyone on our team is hurt and Tajee's the only guy on waiver wise, and we gotta pick him up in a massive desperation. That's really the only way we're starting him.
He's been in the league 5 years now. I'm just gonna quickly look. He has never had a game over. So since 2020, all of last year and this year, his highest game was 3.5 points. That's just not someone I can trust.
No, you just can't. We can't tell you to do that. You can do it. Let us know if we're wrong. Please come back and be like, bro, Tajee just went big.
Yeah,
but we cannot.
You guys are wrong because we could be.
Cannot do that. We cannot tell you to say, you know what, you're starting Tajee Sharp. No way.
There's a question over on Twitch. Looks like Madison will start this week. Do I start him over Hunt or Chase, or do I start Chubb, Hunt, and Madison all this week and bench Chase? I don't think you bench Jamar Chase.
Was that Chase Edmonds or was it Jamar Chase?
I think it was Jamar Chase. Could you clarify for us? Yeah, it is because his first question up there was about Jamar Chase.
Okay.
No, I don't think you can sit Jamar Chase.
No. I think if someone that you probably have to sit will probably be Madison in this scenario.
Unfortunately, yeah, the upside's through the roof, but
try to trade Madison. Depending on your league.
If you have Chubb and Hunt on your team, honestly, dude, you gotta trade one of those guys. I would trade high on Hunt, honestly. You could get a lot for Hunt right now. Is there any areas of weakness on your team? That's where you exploit, So
I agree.
But yeah, I mean, that's hard. I wouldn't want both Hunt and Chubb on my team. What's the next question on YouTube?
Matt, need 2 wide receivers in a flex. Clyde, Waddle, Chenault, Mitchell, or should I look at waivers? Having Ridley out and Judy on IR is hurting me bad. So 2 wide receivers. Well, it looks like you need to start Waddle and Chenault if that's the only 2 wide receivers you gave us. And you probably start Clyde over Mitchell, just because that can be a running back by committee in San Francisco, depending on what Sermon's going to do. We don't know. I think Mitchell is a wait and see still right now. I'm starting Clyde with confidence, and then obviously Waddle and Chenault if those are the 2 guys you have so far.
Yeah, I agree.
Gator fan, what's good, brother? Was just offered Swift and Pitts for Carson.
Higgins.
Chris Carson and Higgins, sorry. No.
You keep the Swift and Pitts side.
Mm-hmm.
But what's weird, though, is I think this might be your league where you don't start tight ends. Tight ends are just regular wide receivers, which is so strange. But no, I think I want to keep Swift, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Brady, Scorpetti.
Unless you're getting Swift and Pitts.
Maybe.
I think I would do that if I'm getting Swift and Pitts. I don't know what's going on with Chris Carson.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, especially from reports with this neck. Like, it could be very lingering, which is not good.
Marvin Jones or Jamar Chase? Jamar Chase. We would both agree, right?
100% Jamar Chase.
Tyler.
Go for it.
What's up, guys? If Cook is somehow out tomorrow, should I fire up Madison instead of Swift or Chubb? My flex is already filled from the Seattle game. That's rough, man.
Oh, shit. That is shit.
I just don't think you can sit Swift or Chubb. No, unfortunately.
I'm starting. You have to start Swift or Chubb over Madison.
It's rough, but yeah.
Who's Chubb playing?
The
Chargers.
The Chargers.
And then Swift is playing the Vikings. So I think you have to start Swifty or Chubb.
There's a question over on Twitch. It's from Come Here Beach. We're still talking about the Kareem Hunt.
Come Here Beach.
Is Chase Edmonds for Kareem Hunt fair? No, you could definitely get more value for Kareem Hunt than Chase Edmonds, in my opinion.
You can get I would get like a Chase Edmonds and a wide receiver in that trade.
Yeah, if you can get Chase Edmonds and a 2-for-1, like Chase Edmonds and I improve at tight end and I improve at quarterback or whatever that might be, or even a 2-for-2, but you improve at tight end or quarterback or wide receiver, and then you take Chase, for a Hunt, then I would be okay with that, but not straight up, right?
Yeah, not straight up.
Straight up.
KT Bull on YouTube. I'm going with my gut and starting Saquon and Patterson. Unlike what you said, I think we said Saquon and Patterson. I wouldn't sit Saquon. Who was the other? What did we say? Remind us.
I can't remember. That question was a while ago, but yeah, you do have to go with your gut. At the end of the day, we can give you the advice, but you want it to be on you.
Maybe it was Damian.
I made this decision.
Maybe it was Damian Williams. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Tyler, the matchup, I get it. It's so good. It's just hard though. Like we have a saying here, brother. Start your stars if you don't know. These are guys that you have to start. You have to start these guys.
Thanks for the sub, Stefan.
Stefan. All love. We said Saquon and Hunt. Right. Wow. I mean, yeah. Go with it, bro.
I would start Hunt, but that's okay. Like you said, you have to go with your gut, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we definitely respect that. Saying Matt's question said he needed a wide receiver to any flex. Yes, I would be getting Swift side. Okay.
Need a wide receiver 2 and a flex. So
right. So
that was actually only 2 options. So Clyde is your flex.
Yeah, Clyde is your flex and Chenault for me.
Chenault, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Matt. I'm ESL if you didn't know.
No, you're not. Stop telling people that. You're just not good at English. Your English is a first language, but you're not good at it.
Not good at it, yeah. So I'm ESL. Gator fan. Right. Should I give up on OBJ? Hey, if OBJ has a good game this week, I would sell him. I'm personally not a fan of. I love OBJ. Let me say that first of all. I'm just not a fan of having him on my team.
I think he's gonna be fine. You don't drop OBJ to the waivers unless you're in an 8-man league maybe, but even then you probably keep him. I don't think you get rid of him. I mean, the targets are there, 9 and 7 in his first 2 games back. there were a lot of plays where the chemistry wasn't there yet. OBJ could look a lot better right now. There was like an 80-yard touchdown where Baker just slightly missed him, unfortunately. So
there was
no, I'm not giving up on OBJ at all.
There was something that you said that the only way I would like OBJ if Jarvis is on the field. All three of them somehow are in sync in a way that we don't understand, and they can all be fantasy relevant.
Jarvis helps, hey.
Yeah, so you can hold on to OBJ, but for me, I think I'm just going to sell him. And for namesake purposes, I guess, see what I can get somewhere else.
Just on Twitch, Hunt for Kyler offering right now. The bigger question here is a 2-quarterback league?
Alex
thanks for the sub, Alex.
Wait,
is the 2-quarterback
league my family
over here on Twitch?
By the way. Say that again?
Huh? What'd you say?
I said Alex Contreras could be my family because anyways, well, I'll talk about it later.
Alex, it's not a 2-quarterback league. Who's your current quarterback? Because I'm leaning towards no. Running backs are more valuable. There's a lot of good quarterbacks this year. A lot of good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Especially with Ridley and Russell Gage out, see Patterson getting another good week. He could. I think what we have to keep in mind, right, is that defenses haven't been game planning for Cordero Patterson, but now they will. So, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, where were we on
David.
Twitch here?
David. Sorry, just quickly, because this is an easy answer on Twitch. No. You need more for Hunt than Kyler Murray if your quarterback is Josh Allen and it's a 1-quarterback league.
Okay.
No, you need more. Go ahead with David's question.
Have to drop one to pick up a QB for a bye week. Rondale Moore, Michael Carter, or Kenneth Gainwell. I'm dropping Rondale Moore.
Yeah. I think you have to, but I still want him on my bench.
Yeah.
Like, they're still high upside, but if you have to drop one of them, it'd be Rondale.
Nicholas,
Rondale, unfortunately.
Would you trade Fournette for A-Rob? I don't think I would.
Oh, I thought that was James Robinson. Allen Robinson? Man, Allen Robinson, there's 2 outcomes rest of season. One, they've actually just moved on from him as a franchise, and Darnell Mooney's the guy. That's a real possibility. I know it sounds crazy, but that's a real possibility. Or 2, he finally finds chemistry, and he's a top 20 option going forward. I have no idea what it's going to be. Genuinely, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm still holding on to A-Rob.
I wouldn't do that trade.
I'm still holding on to A-Rob and hoping something happens. Maybe he has 2 decent games, and maybe you can sell him for something more than.
But he's asking if you would give up Fournette for Allen Robinson. That's his question.
Yes,
I wouldn't. Not as of right now.
Right.
I think Fournette's a more valuable option, but
we'll see what happens. Stefan. So keep OBJ in the flex or put in Galladay's in as my flex in a standard formation. Galladay.
Yeah, we like Galladay this week. OBJ is nice as well, but yeah, we just need to wait for Baker's injury to heal. I know it's not his throwing arm, but it still affects the way he plays. And
Absolutely.
I want to get Jarvis back on the field. And it's almost a wait and see for OBJ, whereas Kenny, there's a lot of people out. He's got to be the guy.
Gator fan, any of these following wide receivers worth a waiver wire pickup in full PPR? Callaway, Sammy Watkins, Curtis Samuel, Cephas. Curtis Samuel and Cephas are worth pickups, in my opinion.
I go Samuel straight away. No questions for me. It'd be Curtis Samuel. 37% snap share last week.
I still have to see
and he
that
got
game.
4 receptions on 4 targets. They trusted him on 4th down. I don't know what's going on with the groin injury. That would be the only reason he doesn't end up being a top 35 wide receiver going forward, in my opinion.
Think for me right now, I need to, because I still haven't watched. The only game I haven't watched was the Washington game from last week. But the concern is, you're right, is that injury. So I get where Curtis Samuel's at. Cephas has been more consistent, I think. From not obviously Curtis has been hurt.
Samuel's played 1 game on 37% snaps. How are we going to say that?
He's been hurt, so it's not like you can compare that. But if you had to go with what you know right now, Cephas could be the safer play, but the higher upside player is Curtis Samuel. Okay. Alex Contreras, mi gente. It's my mother's maiden name, by the way. That's a fun fact. That's why I know that name, and there's so many people in my family named Alex. That's why I said I think it could be my family. Need a flex at running back. Miles Sanders, Cordell Patterson, OBJ, Zach Moss, Leonard, Laviska Shenault, or Devonta Smith. Is this a standard league, PPR league? What league is it? That will actually really help us out. Let us know in the comments, and then we can definitely answer that question just to kind of help you out. Last one for me from Nicholas. Would you start James Robinson or Clyde? Shit.
James Robinson for me.
That's a great question. Yeah, it's
I
the
would go
matchup.
J-Rob.
It's the matchup with James Robinson against Tennessee. It's a PPR league for Alex.
I think I would actually lean Patterson. I know it sounds crazy, but Devonta Smith's there as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm going Devonta Smith. I'm going Devonta Smith. I'm more of a toss-up with Laviska or Devonta Smith. I get why people are excited about Patterson, but the Jets' defense is a lot.
They're not terrible.
They're not terrible. They give up a lot of points. Well, I was going to say in the air, but Cordell Patterson has been used in the air, so I can't really use that as an argument.
I will go Devonta Smith, but it's close for me with Patterson. Yeah. I still see Patterson as boom or bust. Mm-hmm. I think everyone's expecting another 20-point game, 30-point game. I think it's going to be more like 10 to 12 for Patterson. Yeah, so
we'll see what happens. If you hope that he has another good game, because this is the outcome. He either has a great game and you still have great trade bait value for the next week with Calvin Ridley out, or he shits the bed and nothing happens.
Yep.
If he shits the bed, that value is done because he shits the bed without Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not good.
Totally. I almost traded Tim Patrick last week, but now everyone's skeptical because of freaking Drew Lock, but Teddy Bridgewater starting. It's just a mindset for people. I still think Patrick's valuable, but people are like, oh, but Drew Lock. Well, no, Teddy's starting.
Yeah.
The only reason Tim was bad because of Drew Lock. So we'll see.
I think in our scenario, like in our trade, I just would have never started him.
I'm not even talking about you in general. But
I know. That's it.
I think that's it.
Hey, all love. Thank you so much for watching. Drop any last minute questions if you have. We'll be on for another minute or so. If you guys don't know, we have a show called Talk It Up. It's on every Thursday night and Sunday night. We go live for the games. Myself and Zach, and we have a bunch of friends that come on. And like Zach said, we just talk shit. We have fun. We talk about stuff that happened throughout the week in fantasy and life, and we watch football. So come through, watch it, Talk It Up once again every Sunday night and Thursday night, 20 to 30 minutes before the game come through. Make sure you turn on the notifications as well, just so you won't miss out, okay? Gator Fan, he says one more, so you typing that out. Gator Fan will be the last question, y'all. It's all love. What do you need to happen this week? Let me ask you that question. Obviously, you need to win.
There's a league I'm 0-4 in, and it's a money league. And I made a pickup of Damian Williams. I have Joe Mixon. I just traded for Tyler Boyd with you. So I guess I need Boyd to really show out. That's who I'm worried about. Boyd and Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, let me look at your team right now. It's definitely hard. Like, the one that really bent you over was Robbie. That's what really got you there, because like you couldn't do anything else. Like
Robbie and CMC, because CMC went down. So
yeah, you traded him away.
I actually think that trade works out really well for me with Jefferson. I think Jefferson was an undervalued piece in that trade.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right, Gator, let's get that last question in.
It's here. If I do,
here it is.
Here we go. If I do the Swift trade, would you drop Hines or one of the wide receivers? My roster RBs would be Taylor, Clyde, CH, and Connor.
The Swift trade. Let me look back at what that trade was.
Yeah. I think depending on the trade, I'm going to drop in
Swift and Pitts for Carson and Higgins. Would you drop Hines for any one of the wide receivers? Which wide receivers are we talking about? Oh, as in Curtis Samuel. Right. Okay. No, I don't think so.
I'm not dropping. Was it the Curtis Samuel or
Yeah, it was the Callaway,
Cephas?
Watkins, Samuel, Cephas.
No.
I think you have to keep Hines.
Yeah, you're keeping Hines and hoping that
Yeah.
if those guys aren't picked up unless they have a really massive game, they'll probably still be available this week.
But let me actually just talk quickly on that trade again though, because I believe Gators league is a league where tight ends aren't played as tight ends; they're played as wide receivers. So that really changes that trade. Do you know what I mean? Like
that makes
Swift
sense.
fits for Carson and Higgins. If Carson's gonna be okay, then I actually would lean Carson and Higgins. I just don't know if Carson's gonna be okay. So it's a pretty difficult trade. But if this is a league gator where you can only play tight ends as regular flex options and wide receivers, then I think I would actually still prefer Carson and Higgins. I know that's crazy, but do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree.
Like it's a shit situation, but you don't, because he already has Mark Andrews on his team. You do not want Mark Andrews and Kyle Pitts on your team in a league where you can't play tight ends as tight ends. You know, you're just in a really difficult situation there.
I agree. I mean, we'll do that. I think that's fine. Do it and see what happens.
Thanks, Cameron. Appreciate the love. Y'all are dope. Appreciate that, Nicholas.
Appreciate it.
All right, this will be the last one here. Standard scoring pick 3: Keenan Allen, Clyde, Corey Davis, Marvin Jones, Chenault, or T. Higgins. Pick 2. All right, Keenan Allen. You absolutely start Keenan Allen, and it's a standard league, so you go Clyde. This is actually really easy. It's Keenan Allen and Clyde.
I'm just reading. Sorry. Yes. Higgins, Chenault, Jones. Yes. Keenan Allen and Clyde. It just makes more sense.
Standard league. Yeah, that's easy for me. But all right, that's it for us today.
Hey, it's D-Day tomorrow. We're opening up here in Sydney, Australia. Finally, I can't wait. Get a haircut. Huh?
Love it.
You see this face?
I get my second dose on Wednesday. I'm worried about it.
See this? You see this? It won't be here. This is 2 months, 3 months without a haircut because of Australia being on lockdown. Look at this face. It's not going to look like this.
Okay.
That's all
You're
I'm
going to look completely different?
I actually would. I genuinely, yes, bro, remember when I used to come home from a haircut and
I know.
Come on. Come on. I used to be clean, B. I used to be so clean. Anyways.
Yeah.
All love, y'all. All love. We really appreciate it.
All love, guys. Hey, good luck this week.
Yeah. Have a good one, y'all. See you there.